And hello, good evening. It's Jason Mann with Jim Check, Colona Now Live with your news headlines and quick check on your weather forecast. First up, Colona Council supporting the long-term protection of the train station pub and some new buildings around that area.
There you go. The City of Colona has agreed to enter into an updated heritage revitalization agreement that will see the long-term protection of that train station pub. I've had a lot of meals there. The site of the nearly 100-year-old CN station is set to be built out with construction of a new 5-story mixed-use building, a single-story commercial building, and an extension of the existing liquor store. There you go. So you can go on Colona Now and you can see more of those images too. And yeah, it's a pretty big story on Colona Now, so you can go there and see a lot more of the information on there.
Basically developing it, but keeping the train station as a key central
Yeah, next
piece.
steps will be the building permits that will be issued for the new buildings and the liquor store expansion.
A Colona student has been chosen and will be representing Canada at the United Nations Climate Change Conference.
Only 2 Canadian high school students have earned the honor of attending the COP28 UA in Dubai there. There you go. One of them is Aaron Work, a grade 12 student of Indigenous descent who attends the Okanagan Mission Secondary School, OKM, in Kelowna. She and another Canadian student will be part of the Student Leadership Summit.
That's great.
There you go.
And congrats. Google, now this is big news for media, Google and Canada have come to a $100 million agreement to avert a news ban that's similar to what's happening with Meta right now.
That's right. I doubt if we'll see any of that money, but hey.
Scroll, keep on going.
Yeah.
The city of Kelowna is eyeing a 4.76% tax increase for 2024.
We had Doug Gilchrist in a few days ago. We were talking about the budget, and we kind of expected this number. I think Calgary came in at 7.2-ish or something, and a couple other major cities were in the 7 numbers. So I guess 4 is something we can be
4, that looks like I'm rounding up to 5 there. But anyway.
It's like, but last year was a 3.8% increase. And this works out to what they say is about $112 a year or $9.41 a month for a single detached home. But that's based on probably an average home, so
yeah.
a lot of people will pay a lot more, and then some will pay, you know, most property taxes in Kelowna are pretty high too, right? So
I guess
Kelowna's homes are fairly high, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, well, considering the inflation that's been happening.
So is Marcy going to get a coffee or not? What's going on here? Josh talked to Environment Canada.
December will kick off with Kelowna's first snowfall of the season. That is the word on the street.
It's been a mild start, though, to the winter season. That would be a massive understatement.
Yeah, really dry.
El Nino. I think we have a story later on El Nino. And November will end up as a snowless month. December is going to start, they say, with a first spot of snowfall this weekend. Environment Canada meteorologist Alyssa Carbonneau tells Colona that we're looking for a few rounds of light snow over the coming days. It doesn't look like extreme amounts at this point. It's looking like it's going to be cold, though, to see the moisture fall as snow for the Okanagan. There you go.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like Bonnie Henry has been named as a defendant in a class action lawsuit over her role in COVID-19 vaccine mandates.
Yeah, a group representing unionized public service workers has announced a class action lawsuit against the BC government over its COVID-19 vaccine mandate. So, so they list Bonnie Henry as a defendant, as well as the province. Again, you can go to the Colona Now and you can read that story.
All right. We did an Energize show yesterday and covered off a fair bit of information around installation of solar in your home, and did a bit of a personal tour of your place as well as a part of that.
So, like I said yesterday, they're going to probably remove these grants. And I got a guy that runs a solar company sent it to me after he watched their show. And he said, you're right on the money, because it sounds like in March 2024, they will stop taking applications for these grants. So they will probably still be fulfilling those grants, like even, take a year or so, some of them. So if you're interested in doing solar and you want to take advantage of the grant, I think you probably have like 3 months. We'll do more on as soon as I do more research on what he told me, what he sent me. Like I said, though, if you want to take advantage of those grants, you're likely going to have to do it faster. Like I said, all you got to do is apply, I think, and then you'll have more time to fulfill it. But they've had big uptake on the grant. So again, if they're really serious about getting people onto alternative energy, can't see why they wouldn't renew it. But I don't know.
Guess we'll find out. We'll keep our eye on it. Good instinct, though. Travelers have been warned of a potential measles outbreak or exposure after a passenger flying through BC has tested positive.
Yeah, nobody wants measles or chickenpox. I had chickenpox when I was quite old.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, it's nasty when you get it when you're old.
Yeah, I was young,
Yeah.
but
People who traveled through the Vancouver International Airport earlier this month are being warned that they may have been exposed to measles. A traveler who later tested positive for the virus in Alberta was at the airport on November 23rd. So they were at gate C48. It was an Air Canada flight 79, departed from Dubai. So again, if you were, around there and you feel like you need to check it out, you go to colonanow.com. You can read the specifics on that. And if you weren't anywhere near that airport, then I guess there's no point in reading that story.
back in the day, I don't know if they still do this, but do they have chickenpox parties still when a child gets chickenpox to bring all over their friends?
They used to do that, right? They used to say, hey, if you're going to get the kid, they would expose other kids to chickenpox when they're younger, because it's definitely nasty when you get it when it's older. It was super nasty because I was probably in my mid-20s, and Nikki's parents had left for like the States, and they left us and watching over a motel, and it was like 50 below up in high-level Alberta. I had chickenpox and a high fever of 104, and they're just like, did he get out there and shovel that snow? And and she said, oh no, he has chickenpox. And they're just like, yeah, did he get out there? And I'm just like, all right. So I bundled up and I went out there, and I did.
Way to keep the fever down.
Yeah.
Working it up though.
Definitely was tough.
Oh man. Most Canadians thinking now that immigration is maybe a little too high, putting pressure on the health system and maybe housing, says a Leger survey that's out now.
Common sense. We already have strapped healthcare, strapped housing. You add 1 million people to a 35 million population? I don't know.
Just give up your Airbnb, it'll be okay.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it seems odd, no?
I'm sorry, I'm editorializing again.
Doesn't it seem odd that maybe some of those systems that are already strapped might get more strapped?
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
Well, that's what the people are saying these days.
Nobody likes common sense, right? I think immigration is great. My parents emigrated here from the Hungarian Revolution, and I'm a big believer in immigration. But we definitely, you can't destroy something to, you know what I mean? We have to add people as we add resources, right? Do you know what I mean?
It's a great country that can help and welcome people, but not if the country's broken.
Well, you just like your house. Your house is great for 6 people, isn't it? You have five people in your house.
Yep.
But if we put 200 in there, it's probably rough, right?
Some problems.
Anyway, the
might have to expand the sewage system.
But it just makes sense. The fridge probably is not going to be able to supply enough cooling for that much food, right?
Yeah.
So
it's an infrastructure.
Again, common sense is not so common sometimes.
Indeed. North Glenmore Elementary is adding 120 seats through 5 new classrooms. So some expansion
was Jason
there.
just tapping the table there? We do have new mics. We're not using the microphones. We're using lavs. So look at us growing. One of the fastest growing neighborhoods in Kelowna will have more spaces for elementary age school children next fall. BC's Ministry of Education and Childcare has provided a $7.5 million fund to the expansion of the North Glenmore Elementary School. There you go. It'll allow for 120 seats, that Jason just said. And they expect to be ready for 2024, 2025.
All right.
There you go.
Challenging ski season. Oh, is that our map here?
There's El Nino.
Challenging ski season is expected as a result of this, and El Nino bringing below normal snowfall this winter.
Yeah, winter in BC is likely to feature some curveballs due to one of the strongest El Nino events on record. Prominent forecasters predicted. The Weather Network said the global weather pattern created by El Nino is unlike anything we've seen before, and warned of mild temperatures in BC. There you go.
And another consultation and some public feedback that suggests the vast majority don't trust the Bank of Canada with digital currency. So says a questionnaire finding.
This is the one that I was always like kind of like puzzling. Like people seem to want to trust Bitcoin and all these other coins and stuff like that, but they don't want to trust Canada with a digital coin. I don't know, like, but you know what? There is digital money already. It's called a Visa or MasterCard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of like digital money?
Is there not like some concern though after the government froze bank accounts, and obviously they can do that anyways. I see that.
Yeah.
But like there maybe is a bit of resistance. Maybe there's a layer there that people perceive with the traditional banks.
I think that I mean it's already kind of so in like, but what I'm trying to say is like you'll trust Bitcoin, which is created by a fictitious character or a character that nobody knows who it is. With the money. But you don't want, I'm sure I'm getting a lot of hate mail on that. But you don't want to trust the Bank of Canada. I'm a big believer in institutions and stuff like that. Like sometimes people may not think so, but I just think it needs to have good oversight. Right, and not oversight on you, oversight on them, right?
I think
the oversight needs to be on them, not on you.
That is the problem. Therein lies the rub.
The oversight needs to be like, with great power comes great responsibility, and also comes great oversight, right?
Yeah. Now, what about some of the talk about this programmable currency, though? That
What?
Programmable, like the money might run out. You can only spend it on certain things.
That might be some of the WEF stuff you're talking
about.
Well,
it's no, I don't know if it is, but it's certainly been.
That seems silly. You know what I mean? Like you're saying, if you post on social media and they shut your account down.
I guess that could be something. I don't know. I mean, if you spend too much money on something that they think is bad for your health, they could shut that down.
That's why we say we need oversight on them, not oversight on you.
Okay.
Right? I think that's the key thing, right? And as like we said earlier, we're going to do polls more often, and here's another poll.
Polling Canada poll. Should Justin Trudeau stay on and lead his party next election or step down?
72% of Canadians, or in the poll, that were Canadians, I'm assuming, said should go back teaching or something.
Yeah,
but he's already talking about what he wants to do. He wants to go back. He wants to work for companies. He wants to do this. He wants to do that. You know, he's amassed probably a vast fortune
on that PM salary.
Well, probably on other things.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, Sunfest is getting some news as they've announced their final headliners joining this year, the 2024 event in Cowichan Valley. That's really grown quite a bit. Is announcing that Keith Urban will be joining the festival. Huge name.
Yeah, in the 2024 event, that's going to be in Cowichan Valley. Look at that. Lee Bryce. I've seen him here in Kelowna. Cole Swindell. I saw him too. I took photos of Cole Swindell, Luke Bryan, and Lee Bryce when I was, I think they were touring together. Now there's Keith Urban. Yeah, so there you go.
The Rec Laws, Washboard Union.
That was a wild concert here in Kelowna. That was when Luke Bryan would play a place like Prospera Place. Now you probably couldn't get him here, but there you go. I hear Taylor Swift might be coming here.
Unlikely.
She might be flying over.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. Next from the X-Files. I'm not sure if we should show this or not, but there you go. Marcy picked it up. Wasn't me. It didn't have nothing to do with me, but currently trending Spotify Wrap, where they wrap up your year of music by giving you top songs of the year. They make a special video of a user each year, and this time they focused. I don't know who that is.
That's Donald Trump.
we need to like
I know who that is.
Zoom in to see what is on the top of his playlist, wouldn't you?
Taylor Swift. This is Marcy's own usage. So
you're a top 2% fan. Wow.
By next year, I'm going to be 1%. I know it.
4,500 minutes. That's in a year? Mm-hmm. Or is that just the weekend?
Probably just the weekend.
Favorite Taylor Swift album?
Song?
Album? Oh, that's hard. I really like Midnights right now.
Got the vibe for you.
But like Cruel Summer is like my number one song.
Okay.
Did you get the X file that I pulled up for EVAI?
No, because you didn't send it to me.
Oh, I did. It's in the link right there. But hey.
You want me to pull it up now? I'll pull it up.
Yeah, I know. It just showed the long lineups for the
Tesla truck.
Tesla truck, because there's a lot of people. There was a piece done on CNBC earlier today where they're saying that all the kids are like calling it CT on TikTok and stuff like that, and how amazing it is, and it's going to be the biggest launch ever, and they're saying that it's going to be like the Ford Edsel. Like nobody's going to want it, nobody's going to need it. So if you click on some of those images there,
Sideburn.
and they even have Optimus. It's in one of the showrooms there too, right? So it's pretty cool. Yeah. So.
Do you know how tall Optimus is?
It's human height.
That's so scary.
So yeah, so he's very friendly looking. Oh, that's just the tax credits. I think there's another one from Matthew there that shows that's him and his kids. They're looking at the. If you click on his name there. And then you scroll down, you'll see the long lineups in some of the places keep going down. He posts a lot on the Cybertruck. He might be obsessed. He might be obsessed. Keep going. I think it's, nope, one more. Keep going. There it is.
Oh, so low to get a picture with the truck.
Crazy.
This is bigger than a Disneyland lineup. What is?
There you go. We can probably turn that off for now. That's all we have for. Oh no, we got some events, don't we? Look at that. Craft Culture.
Yeah,
December 1 through 3.
That's this weekend.
At the Prospera.
210
1,000.
crafters and artisans from across Western Canada, providing a unique opportunity.
Great place to go buy something for the Christmas tree or for a gift.
Support the makers.
For a loved one.
Yeah.
And the Rockets have a home game tonight against the Wenatchee Wild.
Now this is their last home game for a while. They're off on the road for a month.
Big road trip.
Last chance to cheer them on at the stadium if you haven't.
And Marcy's going to Wine, Women, and Well-Being. Destined for a happiness event. Marcy will be attending and filming a TikTok there. She's a little tired today, so she might have to be a nap for something before she goes. The Wizard of Oz at Actors Studio. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. And Dinner Theater begins today. Get your tickets. They're selling out quick. Tons of Christmas-related events happening this weekend. And you can go to colonanow.com/events. To find out more. I think we have a navigation button for that too, right?
We did.
There you go. Auction. Anything you want to talk about?
Bringing up an item of our Colona Now auction, which is still underway. Let's see what we have here. This is Canada's Best Decks gift certificate. $2,000 GC to help you build the deck of your dreams. What are we at right now? You want to scroll down just a little bit? There we go.
That's a good value. There you go. On a day left, $525. Wow. Retail value of $2,000.
You can get a bit done with that.
You need a deck? You have a big deck on your house?
We have a small deck, and we actually we put screens in around it, so It's now a covered deck, fully and screened in.
I've built quite a few decks in my time.
But there you go. If you're looking to do some home improvements around the deck, 1 day, 3 hours, 21 minutes, and 9 seconds to save quite a bit of money on this Canada's Best Decks and Railings stuff. Good job.
There you go, colonanow.com for lots of other auction items that support local and support this media platform as well.
And we appreciate it.
And we're back at 9 a.m.
with your morning headlines, your weather. As we get closer to the weekend, we'll take a look and see if that snow's going to actually happen. We'll have it all for you then.
Until then, stay safe and have a good evening.